So I was just talking about maintenance requests, but now I want to talk about major incidents. This is kind of like an urgent maintenance request, basically, right? A major incident is any significant issue or failure within a property that poses an immediate risk to the property, the health or safety of the tenants, or the tenant's ability to reasonably use their home. Internally, for our team, this means immediate action, extra documentation, and the fastest possible resolution. And these take priority over other tasks that they perhaps had going on that day. Now we gotta deal with this. All right, so we have loss of heat, water, electricity, imminent life danger, ability to live in the home, okay? So that would be something like a tree fell on the house. We had one where a car crashed into the house. So we got to deal with that. People can't use the home. We've got to start documenting. We've got insurance, lots going on. We need to respond immediately. The other big ones, like I was saying, is loss of refrigeration, loss of the range or oven, or a major plumbing fixture. So shower heads out, kitchen faucets out. People need these things. They use them every day. And the other big one is mold. Mold, sewage backups, structural damage, roof leaks, broken windows, exterior doors. Okay, security of the exterior of the home. Mold and sewage backups, again, gross. We need to respond quickly. Okay, what I have here is treat all major incidents as urgent, immediately respond to preserve the property and to make your tenants feel better about the uncomfortable, terrible situation that they're going through. At least their landlord is responding and responding quickly. Do not downplay their experience and do not delay. And I'm like, oh, I'll get to that, in a couple of, it's like, no, you need to handle it now. Let's talk about mold real quick. Mold's a huge deal. We have a special mold response. We have a special mold set of inspection that we go and do. It's one of the most sensitive issues in property management because tenants freak out, okay? People freak out about mold. They've read horror stories and all this stuff. Health impact, black mold, all these things. And the way you respond to this is really going to determine how your tenants react to you, okay? You can either escalate the situation by being flippant and dismissive, or you can de-escalate it by taking their concerns seriously and responding in a professional way. So what we do is we respond within 24 hours. We arrive at the property with a dehumidifier and we go through a whole checklist of items. We're gonna do moisture readings, we're gonna take pictures of everything, we're gonna listen to the tenant, let them point it all out, and we're gonna document everything. At that point, we're gonna assess whether there is mold or if it's just kind of a housekeeping issue. If there is mold there, then what we always do, we didn't always do this, but we do this now, we always dispatch a mold remediation company to come out and they test the mold. So they're gonna take a test, they send it back to a lab, and then we get the results. And then from that, we get a professional, formal recommendation as to what we should do to remedy the situation. 9 times out of 10, it's literally just like, clean it up and improve the ventilation within the unit. So this is dehumidifier, maybe cleaning up the vents or adding an additional or stronger bathroom vent. So it's just like clean it up, improve ventilation most of the time. And we have this formal report that we can give to the tenant and say, there is mold, it's this type of strain that is not dangerous to your health. So it just gives them that reassurance of what it is, because there's literally hundreds of different types of molds, different strains, and different ones have varying impacts on our health. We hear about the terrible ones that really do affect people, but those are actually pretty uncommon and often are not what we're responding to. But either way, we're glad that the tenant is reporting this and catching it while it's still a small issue and preventing future mold growth by, again, catching it while it's small, improving the ventilation, and just making sure that we're addressing this issue. So respond within 24 hours, inspect thoroughly and document, dispatch professional mold remediation company to test and report on the mold, species type and recommendations, and then follow their recommendations. Do not be flippant, just tell your tenants to clean it up and just kind of deal with it. It's part of living in the Pacific Northwest. Don't do that. And then the other thing we do when we respond to a major incident, the big one that we do is we respond to failure of heat, failure of refrigerator, failure of a range. So we have temporary appliances in stock at our office in a storage unit ready to dispatch. So if somebody's fridge goes down, we bring them a temporary fridge. If their heat goes out, we bring them space heaters to heat their home. And if oven goes out, we bring them temporary stovetops so they can at least, make their scrambled eggs in the morning. Obviously, this is not a permanent solution. This just buys us some time to figure out what we're gonna do and allows the tenant to at least somewhat live in their home and deal with this. They can store their food, they can cook, and they can heat their home and be somewhat comfortable while we figure out, are we going to repair this, are we going to replace it? And the timeline, there's just less pressure on the timeline because their immediate needs are being met. So bottom line here, wrapping this up, major incidents need to be handled with urgency, a lot of documentation, and taken very seriously. The way you respond is, again, customer service and, validating people's concerns. If you don't think it's a big deal, but they do, their feelings are more important than yours, okay? So handle it with professionalism, follow your checklist. If you don't have one, download ours and follow it. Respond to urgent situations urgently, okay? Put a little pep in your step, get it figured out, dispatch vendors if you don't want to do it yourself. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I'm super glad. Like it, subscribe to our channel, follow along. We've got more tips and tricks about property management for your enjoyment.